about y'all from home. Don't do that again.
Content.
I know, and that's why I don't get mad. Because I know the content.
Who's your boss? It's no different than Kelly.
I know the content game. I know the content game, yo.
He was on Kelly's show?
No.
You did another Mount Rushmore.
No, him and Wack and fucking Adam and
Wack and Hassan Campbell. And gotta say about like 40 goons. Very terrifying guys.
Yo, can I ask you a question? Are they terrifying? Oh no, were they terrifying? Oh no, now we're potting.
Y'all had fucking masks on.
That's not terrifying.
What's my demeanor as I say
somebody having a mask on is not terrifying to me.
Okay, well, 40
street niggas and you not a street
40 street niggas
with masks on
in a place that I probably spent about.
I'm not skipping over this.
I spent about like $700,000 building and have a lot of equipment in, right? And all these dudes are just mobbed up. They're all smoking weed. It's just there's a lot going on. And to keep it real, the people who I had to like keep the situation. First, I didn't know he was going to show 40 people. Like
that's always a surprise. Oh shit! I expect this.
40 people.
Yo, you such a content gold. We're gonna be here for.
Look at that guy right next to me.
Yeah, nah.
Of course, you're not gonna be a little bit spooked.
Who came with 40 people?
6'9", 40 street niggas.
Oh, it's time for me.
They're from some of the worst hoods in Brooklyn. That's your people, though, right? I don't know these street dudes. I know 6'9". I know 6'9".
Stop, yo. Let me investigate this a little bit.
Oh man,
stop, yo. Honestly,
get your DJ Vlad on phone.
Because you're telling me, you know that's your man. You know I don't fuck with him. Don't try to trigger me here. I will never resemble DJ Vlad. But listen to this.
Me, you, and DJ Vlad are gonna do a podcast. It's gonna bring it. My thing now is trying to think of the honest people that will pair up and do. Yo,
you fucked up.
I've thought about so many people that I dislike. And
when we worked together, one of the first months, he was like, "Hey man, Vlad told me that you guys had an issue when you worked there." He said, "He apologized."
Will you be honest and admit? Am I not like I'm the guy who? Just fill the room with the people to get the entertaining content.
Let me in,
What are most?
I get why you do that. No,
What are you gonna do about the room?
No, it's just everybody was very different.
What are you gonna do about
Everybody's
out the room?
Everybody got different.
I would never walk in that room. See, but that's why let's investigate it for a minute. First, and this is respectfully for these gentlemen, I don't know them. But neither do you.
So I'm not putting myself in a potentially funny situation for content.
You're sitting here stamping these men.
As anybody who wears a mask like in the private day on camera, I'm just gonna
see, and that's where
I don't have to be the
and that's where we differ. Let me tell you how this organization is run. Nobody can stand in here with a mask at all. You can't stand in front of me with a mask on.
Really?
Hell, you cannot stand in this room with a mask on.
Yo, man, take that off.
Well, you have to.
You're not walking.
I'm not saying not to have rooms with you, but this is a place of business.
Yeah.
Your goons can sit outside. What happens?
Your house, your personal house?
No, but it's his place of work.
No, it's
his house, but it's his place of work.
It's a warehouse.
But what happens is, niggas will send their security in.
Fuck crap, they crazy.
Yeah, and that's my point. But
same thing, though.
Niggas will send their security in, peek around, and leave, or leave the goons outside, or come in here with goons that know how to behave themselves in rooms of business. This, with me,
it's a little tense.
No, that's just not gonna fly.
That wouldn't happen.
That's not gonna fly.
But in the name of content, for you. You know what I be saying when I watch this? And not to make this fucking, I hate to get all fucking after school programming here. But I put a lot of weight and responsibility on you. Maybe I should. Is a clip going, why what? Is a clip going around even now? It's the funniest clip in the world.
Why?
Where dude is like, we don't jack rats.
Don't jack rats.
This is the first rat we jacking.
That would be true.
Give me a thought when that content gold lands on your shit, and then let me continue.
That was on your show?
Man, yo. From there, you sit here.
Find a fire, you can see this podcast.
That's what it does.
I have my weekly view with Spotify today. Imagine how from year to year the response. Anyway,
That's my problem with the industry. They get niggas like you to go get some niggas like this to go be niggas on camera and then they jam you up.
Okay, all right.
Nasty fucking conglomerate.
Content.
Okay. And then won't pay him like he's supposed to be paid for all that he's doing with what is bringing to y'all, you nasty fucks. Anyway, back to this.
See, I stick around Joe too much. They told me only spend around 6 hours around him. He's gonna come back and he's got a lawyer hit us with some paperwork.
Now look, it's actually act going crazy.
No, let me ask you
great
this
up here. Wait, and there's another
what he's
one.
saying makes sense though. You're potentially putting your life at risk for content.
I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him for that part. It's just some of the content is not worth it.
You said you're not.
But wait, let me tell you what I be thinking. Because this is my 41-year-old brain. You've been buddy. That's your man.
No, ask about that particular content. I'll give it.
I'm leading there. But it starts at you were buddy with your man. Shoddy, everybody's out. Right? I would say at this time, this is my opinion, that the roles are a little reversed where you that nigga, but you're building still.
Yes.
He kind of had an immediate impact and was that nigga from birth. I look at him and see Daniel, but 6ix9ine was birthed from John. So I never questioned what you were doing because it all made sense anytime I saw you with him.
Yes.
You that nigga on the internet. You were the direct line. You was popping up at the mall. You were the source. For him, that was like a perfect relationship because you will be.
Tucker, he'll wait for this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5.
Yeah. Where, from what I learned from the court proceedings and interviews that I saw, from his mouth, his admittance, his story is he was maybe taken advantage of by a gang or street.
That boy got that 99 awareness, 99 catching traffic.
I wouldn't typically have
this
behaved.
nigga dangerous.
And it took all of this turmoil to happen. My baby moms, my kidnapping, what happened in my mom's house, all these things. I don't know. I'm not so well versed, but it took all these things happening for me to take the stand and reclaim my life and identity. And a lot of people do understand that. Fast forward to this body of work.
This is chill. You ain't gonna be more after I play this. So chill. You don't gotta be on my back.
Another gang. Or another set of street niggas modifying their rules.
You better try to go
to accommodate him for what I will assume is a pay.
It don't work.
Which gives us the clip that says, we don't jack rap. But this is the first rap because it's a contradiction. And it's funny because what we're talking about and what we've seen, the difference in this is you're at the top of the mountain. And this is where my question is from. This ain't you from 4 years ago. This ain't everyday struggle academics. This ain't Chirac academics. You him. He ain't. The roles have changed. But acknowledge what I'm saying. The roles have changed. So, actually, he says all the time, y'all blackball now. I'm having trouble getting my shit out now. He said that now. Well, yeah. Let me get this.
Beat him, Makuta.
I be like, yo, if Ant cares about this kid, wouldn't he say something to the kid?
Yeah, beat him.
And then you get the interception, just perfect.
Wouldn't he say it on?
They showed on defense because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them instead.
I tried this. We never seen this in what he did. That whole taking the stand shot. We never seen that movie. For you to go through all of that,
You want to really see us?
and then do the same exact thing on your platform?
We're
But
not
you know, this
there
my
yet.
same
He's
people.
not
You
knocking out the
always
top
say you
10
love
or the
some of
top
these young
20,
niggas, Joe.
but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
There's a ball thrown right side and
It was a loyalty
complete.
thing.
And down to the 20
I
he'll
had no
go
idea.
before heading
No, I'm
out of
not.
bounds.
So we're definitely gonna do an interview. I mean,
Someone's
first of all,
sharp in this game. I mean,
he would sit down with you when you don't
in
sit
the
down.
first
You
drive,
don't,
he comes
I mean, you
right
sit
back.
down with a lot of
He's
people.
flinging it around
So
really well here.
I want to
As
only
the
people,
Knights
and that's how
pick up
loyalty.
first
I don't
down,
loyalty.
you kind of just feel a
He's
laser focus and
He,
confidence about him. And
but no,
I think we
he
saw
on
that
his
this
step
week,
up,
didn't we?
Oh,
Talking
he's
shit.
about
that
him and the
movie.
coaches, they felt
Now,
good
when
about
he's
his
starving,
performance.
not starving, when he's struggling and needs an outlet,
That wasn't him throwing at the bone. Act was fly with niggas that was coming up.
I'm not disagreeing. What I'm saying is you just painted a narrative, a story where Act was ascending. Homeboy was up.
Oh, no, look out. So he should look out. I got it.
So that's what I'm saying. It could have been.
Got it.
Yeah, I like that better.
They'll run Dobbins.
I would say this about
They're
him.
able to get him behind the line. That
Never.
sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to
Shut up,
second
man.
down.
Don't lie.
No, I'm being very honest.
You ain't show up to that mall for the fucking
Take
thing.
money from your man.
And
Showed up to the mall.
But if you guys know what y'all know, why would you act? It's a reason why a label walks to me
Now
and
from
says,
the 9, here's
"You have
second
to
and goal.
make the next 6 times." Six times, I get money from anybody. You know why?
Look
They
at the
want that.
throw. Tucker.
Got it.
You give him another media personality.
Hammer and Taylor.
Damn, I knew that.
Snoop Dogg said this. Talks about the guy who made the
His
sexual
guys will get the
seduction. He says,
football back.
"I get the piece for free."
Spot sheets
Other nigga,
highlighted turnover margin because
When I want a piece of you,
they turned it over
free.
4 times last week.
But the other guy
in the first quarter,
who wants to make,
they want to go.
who wants to get this
Niggas say
same.
y'all want to sound like sexual seduction. I'm gonna give you the beat for free. I'm gonna make you hot. Kanye said everybody wanted blueprint beats, so now I can charge these niggas through the fucking moon for blueprint beats. Jay might have got them for free, but it's free promo for Kanye. It's free promo for the sexual seduction producer. I get it to give it to Snoop.
I just don't like that for Act because I
The
got
run only got
Dang, I should at least got away with a field goal, bro.
And now I'm still
really Act is me, the guy that can just make fire out of nothing.
Back to
So you
throw.
really don't
Christensen.
No, but I still maintain the relationship.
That's
Now the label was looking at me like, if you could do that for him,
How cool is this
First
music?
down.
I mean, this is what viral. I mean,
After 1-7-0.
regardless of this
on
time,
the
it's going to be my second biggest podcast, which the first one's going to. So he always makes a moment.
So your first biggest podcast
Oh,
For
with
the
him,
Lions,
is your biggest podcast is
now here on third down.
it's Black Factor.
From the gun, Christensen.
Yeah.
This in a day is already top 5. And I've done
Looks like a
idiots.
second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want
By
to start.
tomorrow,
Coming
and by the way,
over
it's only
Every
it's
team
dropped to
talks
3
about
o'clock
starting
yesterday.
fast.
Tomorrow to be
They're
top 3.
hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start.
So
to get
he's
them
going
going.
to, like, he's a moment maker. He's a moment maker.
How does he
And how about
try
the call here? They need
moments
2 yards in their own territory
back
on
to
4th down, and they're going to go
being
for it.
beneficial?
They'll try and throw for
And
it
that's where he
here.
goes.
That's what he is, man. You got it.
And I've always
Got the
argued.
hook up. It's complete.
And I actually,
Does he go to any black point? He don't go nowhere to work, so that's how.
20-yard line.
I agree with him that he's
I know they got the
That's
first down,
marketer.
but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before.
He'd have to do it
Kicks
with
or
something.
punt,
Different product.
right?
Yeah.
Field
Sure.
goal.
I mean, when you can manufacture these moments without fail
It's okay to end
consistently,
it in a kick.
and when you can
If
tell
you
them
do
that,
that,
On that last carry,
Show me what
second
the
and
beat
7.
is. Show me what it is. Show me with another product.
well, that is
Look
like
at the
it's
throw.
like analytics of
Christensen.
or like the website. What's the click-through
Out of the
ratio?
backfield,
But
that's complete
impressions
to
is the first thing
Camara.
you care about.
He takes us beyond the 35 before
Anyway,
going out
when
of
it comes to
bounds.
the dudes around him, and this way,
I like the idea here. Get the
impressions
ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week
that
ago,
we're saying
and he does a nice
is
job
you
here
have,
to pick up yardage.
you have to find a way to bring that back to you. By his
Throwing
own
on
admission.
first
That's
down.
what I have.
Christensen escaping the pressure right.
and I think this is
why you know.
Back to Camara for another catch.
Obviously,
And he gets it to the other side of
That
the
little
field.
last little
Across
snippet of
the
the week.
45 before going
Musically,
out. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
it was
Back to the
great.
ground. It's Camara. Scott the first down and then some. And down to the 29.
I better not let this nigga go 100
All
yards.
them numbers that you're going to get for the Breakfast Club, for you, if you came here with me, all of his impact, he has to do way better than the truth, but he has to still manipulate that impact back to him. And that's what we say, he's a genius. You're going to call me a genius when in 5 years, I'm $200 million.
On first down,
Christensen. Manipulate.
Justify the Dave Chappelle.
It's a short one.
I'm going to have to learn. You're right in what you see.
Shake free there. They're covering for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the
Where
win
the
column for
value
the
is.
defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way
I
there.
see what's valuable. This looks like a whole shit show. Never let niggas advance. So you fucking shit. That's all due respect to these gentlemen.
There's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going to throw deep for the end zone.
Whatever he does, but he's going to do it in it's definitely like orchestrated where me and him can sit down and talk. We had other people because we know that's what's going to do it. Y'all just love to see two homies. It's like we've been a lot, a million times. People want to see some real work. Back when Hunter was in the first, and White Sox fans in the thing. So, you know what I mean? That's definitely orchestrated. That's without doubt.
Black managers.
Yes. The goons, I will say, I have no idea about. And I'm going to be honest with you, I wouldn't even go as close to, same thing with Shotty. Where, also when it comes back to the money part, one of the reasons I never really did business with him, because when you see the sharks circling, unless you're one of the sharks, get the fuck out of the way. Get out of there. So
You open the door for
and also,
different levels.
I definitely would say topic.
That's for sure.
By the way, in full transparency, me and him, we had conversations before going. His content came out, he was like, "Yo, listen, yo, my guys did not have to be played with. Yo, as you put out this content, let's not purposely make them look like fucking fools. I'm standing with them. This is beyond it." So it's not like I think sometimes people look at me like I'm a puppeteer. Like I could be like, "You're doing this," and then you could stop. I only come into the picture on the most public part, which is, okay, we're doing an interview. I don't know why he's flying. He's flying only to do is via private jet. Florida, here, during all the clubs. I can't tell him, yo, bro. This is where, again, if you get into that business, then you're liable to end up like other people. And I stay very far from that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how he's going to view them. I was shocked when I seen them.
Let me ask you a question I shouldn't ask you. Do you think that this relationship that you and him have flourishes this way if Triple X was alive?
Yes.
Got it.
I only say that because you know I have so many different relationships with different artists.
I know.
Me and Dirk have a great relationship.
But stop it. Stop it. That's who you talking to.
No, sis.
Stop it. You and Triple X were a lot closer than you and him.
Okay, you're right.
A lot closer.
You're right. But also,
And you know the man that Triple X was.
but
You know what he stood for. He argued with you, and he argued with you on FaceTime. Was he?
yes, because he saw in 6ix9ine someone who was capable of changing. I don't know if he would continue to have that thought, but they used to hate each other. I put them on the phone together, and they could mend because it was over Trippie Redd, and they started having a conversation. And hey, I don't know where he was standing today, but these days I'm cool with a lot of people who.
Trippie Redd and this guy were on the same label, right?
Hassan Campbell.
And you're gonna get some dudes together. I'll tell you that one. I got it. Come on, we gonna do some of your beats.
I know part 3.
Give it to me.
I can't tell you. So you gotta watch. Part 3, we got one more person to the table.
You did it already?
No, it's gonna happen.
Tell me, I'll believe it. I still want to know.
But you won't know.
Cover your mouth too.
Yeah, because they were trying to relive.
And a 1st and 10.
You put him there. You put him there.
It's gonna go bad though.
No, I'm not. Well, I'm telling you.
Why? Because he's no holds barred, one. And from what I've seen,
By the way, interesting though.
let's cut this. We gotta cut all this out.
Black and Hassan are beefing right now. I don't know what's watching.
They're beefing currently right now.
Yeah, they
were cool. They just went cool.
Apparently, they were on Clubhouse. Black found out that Hassan was on Band-Aid. And I don't know what's going on. Listen, man, I got the content. I secured it for the podcast. I got out of here. On to the next thing. I got Bobby Shmurda and Tony Brown, man. Come on, let's keep it going.
Come on, I got more relationships. I have more relationships I want to ask you about. I'll grant you the floor for you to ask me. You said you wanted to ask me about Charlamagne.
I do.
So I was talking about that.
No, because I look at you guys as it's your litmus test for me and what I'm doing and where I'm going. And on different levels and different temperaments. And again, I've always said I love the league. And if you don't think there's a league in anything you're doing, like you're gonna kind of be misguided, and you guys are in the league. I always kind of use you guys to be like, okay, cool. All right, stay moves like this. And you're like, damn, look, Toes having these moments. Step your shit. Like it's necessary, at least for me.
It should be.
You need that. You definitely should be in any industry.
Do you think you're a combination of the two?
I think I have so much respect for both of them that I wouldn't say that. I would say I'm inspired. I used to study Charlamagne a lot.
I used to see it.
His mind with content, and his bravery when it comes to like execution. Like I look at Joe a lot of times. Like for example, even me being at Spotify. Who knows if I'm there if Joe doesn't do what he does? You know what I mean? I'm never one of the people who are delusional. Who are like, oh my god, you know the people like I'm just ride my own dick. It's like no, I think Joe's like I always said. Because of Joe's fight at Complex, I had all these shows and these deals with Complex that they were like, okay, we know how to give it up with you. And yeah, you know what I mean? If I'm a benefactor or something, I'm not going to just be like, I'm just the best. So,
no, I said I think you're a breeder between the two.
Oh, usually when I hear that, I think about just talent-wise. I think these guys.
You went to school? College?
Rutgers University.
Hey, shouts to Russ. So what I can say in
Nice baby.
No, what I can say in him is I can see that I didn't even know you went to school, but I know you went to school. I think that what I see is a combination of the two. I think you've watched Joe and I think you've watched Charlamagne and you've grabbed what you think is positive from each and kind of molded yourself. With your own sauce. Yeah, with your own sauce. And which is genius. Like again, today's ball players, I'm gonna use the step back, that blah 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 that I have, but I'm gonna use the spin around like Jordan.
I think both Charlamagne and I have pulled from him too. I gotta tell all the time. Like,
why wouldn't you? Old niggas go get the young nigga moves.
Very instrumental in me opening my brain to some of the younger athletes. Like honestly, I don't do that. I don't do that without him. Even I bring up Triple X and how much I loved him as a man. But even that started with, man, who the fuck is this little nut nigga? And X said, nah. Like, he put us on the phone. Like, and that was where that came from. That happened with Shanifa Yachty, like it's a million of those.
So, I'm trying to tell Joe that Uzi Bird was a great.
He told me about Uzi Bird.
And I remember playing it because this guy was listening to like this. Like, what do we listen to in the morning? For real,
we listen to in the morning.
Accurately. I've done the same thing since I came here.
Still going to 7 a.m. I got slow jams on. Jagged has dropped.
I'm just waiting on you and Charlamagne to at least, like, I feel like that public spat looked bad in terms of, or maybe just personalize it. I personalize it because, like, I really look at you guys as still, to this day, industry leaders. And again, safe space.
No, so watch this from that perspective. And again, I don't know Charlamagne. I never had a Charlamagne conversation. But because they have such a long personal history to South Carolina, right? I think that both of them get on the phone and have conversations. Don't poke me in public. Same for Joe. I wouldn't agree if Joe poked him in public. You You get what I'm saying?
What?
I think that's corny and I think it's whack. And I think when you take personal relationships and you use them for quote-unquote content or ratings or clickbait, I think it's corny. If Joe did it, I think it's corny. If Charlamagne did it, I think it's corny because we do have a personal relationship. If Joe got up here and you and him were beefing, I would advise him against beefing with academics on air. I would think that's corny. Nigga, you know where he lives. Call a nigga out. Y'all go out to eat and y'all can express your differences. Nigga, if it led to a field one with some boxing gloves in the backyard, however y'all wanted to squash it, that's cool. It's not public fodder. And I think what, even if it is, don't have competition. You can. That's not true. Can be. I think y'all both are too. But yo, dog, y'all owe it to each other to have a conversation behind closed doors that the media and the people, because what y'all don't know too is y'all doing a disservice to the black content creators because y'all are at the top.
Y'all are both dismissive in the realm of competition. Why people put y'all names in the same hat, why people think y'all are competitive, and it's for different reasons. I think he looks at it like, well, I've been doing media for such a long time. Look what I've done. Look at some of the things that I have in legacy-wise when it comes to media. And I think you look at it in terms of just how you've gone about things in terms of, yo, I've broken down many doors that was progressive. My talent.
I think there's a mutual respect between Charlamagne.
I think y'all do have a mutual respect. I think y'all even like y'all.
Okay,
I think y'all even like each other.
you-
I think y'all like each other. But I still think it's competition. And you think that because you are running a different race than he, that you guys are not.
And you're not even explaining yourself.
You think that.
That's why y'all are right.
You think
Because if one person is in competition, then it's competition. It's still competition. I can't say that about him. I haven't spoken to him. I can't speak for that. For me, I'm not in competition with Charlamagne. We're not trying to.
y'all not having the same race to you. And you think that y'all not
But I understand why the audience.
Believe it or not, I'm telling you it's competition.
Why?
I ain't never worried it's defense. You gonna give me one. You gonna give me one.
I'm telling you.
Give it to me. No.
Both have a network. When y'all both go to sleep at night, I'm telling y'all, y'all looking over the aisle, y'all looking over the fence to see what the other motherfuckers doing. And regardless of the situations, yes, his goes through iHeart, yours is independent. Does not matter. It's competition. And by the way, or maybe I'm looking at it too much like this because if you think
This is the new thing. I love this. You're not wrong. At a certain point in your journey, right? So maybe a few years ago, that's true. But as you keep going, you start to understand what somebody else is going through in that journey. Now we were joking around about you being a pocket watcher.
no, I am.
You came in here, and the first thing I said to you was, yo, nigga, stop looking around. I know what you're doing. I'm saying that because I know how your brain works, and I will take a tackle. I know that the entrepreneur that you are is like me. You can look at that, assess, and figure some shit out, right? There may have been a point where I was in a Spotify deal where I was screaming, yo, I'm the hottest thing here. Yet all y'all can do is support Bill Simmons and scream for Bill Simmons. You don't have the impact. You don't make the impact I made. Whatever I was saying, that might have been ignorant or just emotional. Whatever it was. Not saying it wasn't true. But later on, if I keep doing what I got to do in my field, I'm understanding exactly the spot that Bill Simmons was in when I was saying it. He ain't trying to be hot. He's not trying to be culturally impactful. He has a different agenda and a different objective. And I'll understand that if I do what I got to do. I think the same exists for me and Charlamagne. I think at one point, all of that was true in terms of
That's the unfortunate piece.
But as he goes on, and as I go on, I'm feeling like I'm being I'm trying to be understanding. I know what he's trying to do because I watch him. And what he's trying to do is just different from what I'm trying to do.
So I think it's bad because you mentioned Bill Simmons, which is great. Because Bill Simmons has the luxury and a privilege of not really watching this competition. Even though he probably is watching what Gimlet or Rogan or anybody else is doing in the space, he can acknowledge it. Being that you two young black men are at the forefront of this particular space, the podcast space, it's unfortunate when you guys publicly spar. So it's unfortunate how you guys publicly spoke.
Right now,
You
the
understand?
score of this game
I
continues
think
to
there's
be
a
the
point
defenses
where,
because the offenses
especially
are finding it
when
difficult to
everything's
establish
first
any
started,
rhythm whatsoever.
and as your podcast
You
grew in
come to us
popularity,
and praise
people
the
start
defense,
saying,
Brandon, because that's
"Oh,
exactly
Joe
right.
is the new
That was an
media." And
incomplete
there's always
ball.
that one factor,
We've
Sean,
seen it throughout
right?
this game.
And number one, Charmaine was that for a very long time, right? But then, I'll be honest with you.
Inside the 20 before he's brought
Okay,
down.
but I think it worsened, and I think this is where the separation might be. Or at least this is the last update on it. When you shit on him, and you shit on him and belittled him in defending yourself. Now, I think on your end, you're like, well, I'm defending myself because while I'm going through a fight with this corporation, he's muddying the waters and saying certain shit.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a
Also,
strong
shit,
drive.
I read I listened to them rants at least 17 times. You know, no, but you shitted on him like he wasn't who he was. No, stop playing.
On the ground.
You shitting on you like I am.
And
It's
they
not
get
like
this
you
one
know.
down to
I'm
about the
alive.
17.
And
After
this
getting
is wait, hold on.
This is
But this is where TV shows be throwing this is overlooked, and it's just right. You know, the two leaders of the Black urban journalist podcast space should not publicly blah, 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 blah. He's writing it. I don't have nothing to say. Now, if I'm going through a negotiation
And he's got it.
where
Why is he down
for absorbing it,
I'm about to watch that one again. There's supposed to be a nigga over there.
you just said it earlier. Hey, they go through a whole bunch of shit at the table. Yeah, I asked for a big number, and that went on for a year.
And I have the top voice, the second, or arguably the top, or one of them, one or two, shitting on my objective. I'm tight.
And every day he's going to work saying, hey, what you asked for is how you get it. And Joe don't know how to negotiate. Joe do bad business. He's doing this as I'm negotiating. Yes. After at a certain point, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna get you to back off. I'm gonna say what I got to say. You're not gonna like it. But I didn't like when you were diminishing my value as a peer. You should have been wanting me to get it.
Y'all not peers.
He should have been wanting
Y'all
me to
were
get it.
friends, nigga. It was a difference.
He should have been wanting me to get that bad.
Okay.
Themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
What the fuck, man? This fucking dumbass throws.
He didn't like pow pow.
God damn.
They like it when the pow pow comes from me. But it don't come until I've been sitting back and watching.
Play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They kept them in it by making a play that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can the defense
There's no like,
Is a whole nother idea.
It looks like they're going to utilize now the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
now the throw here, hold in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
Yo, I want to hit the ground with drugs.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Come on, Rag.
2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it,
That's
thank you.
big. That is no small feat and should be applauded anytime.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
When you do that, it's big. Right?
Back to throw. Tucker. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw on second down. Tucker. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end.
No, not just that, Charlamagne.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Lions on third down. 2 for 5 in this one. They need just a yard here. It's 3 and 1. And he will have the first before he's brought down.
So now you side yourself with all of the left.
Been having a good
No, the right winging.
They decided to turn it
You
over.
the full game.
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
You can go from that base and then you find out Charlamagne. No, that's true.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
I know why it's happening. Highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Of course he does. He has a 70 million people, a 70% white demo to pull that's starving for the next Eminem.
But
So
this,
from the
that
17,
conversation,
here's second
he
and
would have
7.
started it. People who are like, people talk about
It's the play fake. Tucker. They'll buy some time later. This one taken in on the right sideline, but not on the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And he gave Schultz his props too. But you can still recognize where it came from at. Jack Harlow is the look. Even if he can't rap as good as Eminem, we can all agree that young white America and white America in general is starving.
This drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Operating for the gun. And he comes back with one play.
He's sold out Radio City,
They're
which
going to
means
have
he should
first
be
and goal
great.
as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth.
What I'm saying is,
And this is respectfully shown. Don't you know? I think you were laughing.
Take this shot.
I think you were
A
laughing.
looming decision to make on the conversion down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I would never hear him shit on Joe. That's no point.
There is no podcast. What? There is no
Play action. Tucker.
between Schultz and me.
Quickly here, and it's complete.
Different ballpark.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. Only third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running
We done a
lanes,
picture of
and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
You say that.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Well, he is marked down right about that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's fourth down.
It's like a joke.
So listen. No, bigger than that, right? No, listen. Listen. Yeah, so
Got a try it here. He's back to throw. Looking for Hawkinson. Hawkinson.
Even
His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game.
Harlow to little baby.
Ah, good drive.
That's a fair comparison
It's up
in
and
that.
good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Let me give you an example.
All right, defense, y'all know what to do.
From what I hear, what's her name? Call Me Daddy. I heard the content from Call Me Daddy resembles that of her position.
Oh, hello. 2 plays.
Decisions would never get that Weezy. Look, and dudes told me this. Not even her. Dudes told me it's similar content. It's raunchy. It's this, that. They said basically if Mandy and Weezy were white, they would have to work that bad. You can pull from a different demo. White women don't want to hear about sucking dick from black girls.
Plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Right, because they wasn't.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
White women were going to buy the shit. That's
Yes, the fuck up.
I'm looking at this one with defensive glasses on because when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch.
Show me the other podcast
the way
that
they
2.5
can run nowadays,
years
not
they did the same
necessarily
thing. Any of
so.
them.
They gave it a shot downfield. That
Any
one
of them. It
incomplete.
started in 2018. Halfway through 2020 when it
On
goes
third down, Christensen.
Show me anybody else.
Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go.
Do that.
And this is going to be
Show me any other
Cool.
podcast that in 3 years did that.
You know what to do.
And the Lions are going to take over.
Throughout the whole, it's billions of them.
A young quarterback,
Cool.
Charles, rolling his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his
Be
pocket?
him. He trying to say.
Remember, with
Be
young
him.
quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Right down for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the second. It brings up Sackett.
Serial
He
ad.
shot
Serial
in
ad.
CD like he was out of cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop it.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try to protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted. Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation.
Okay, one podcast.
That was a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
That's a cut.
Going back to the same yards, Hawkinson again.
Oh, see, so what he's saying is that content so target that demo and ad dollars. Somebody that might take up a fucking Durex ad is not going to get your Durex ad to zero.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. He's going to be
They have a budget, right? And they break it
down.
down. Hey, we got $5 million for the music.
Yeah.
We have $100 million for comedy.
Right.
Then we have $500 million for true crime. That's why they acquired the whole network that does that.
Yeah.
And then for
So the
things that
Lions in
target
possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now it can take a little bit more time.
But he's saying that's what justifies the 60 million. That's why they got that is. It's because we have a whole bunch of ad dollars
Big
that are
third
starving to
down.
be
Field
put
goal from
somewhere
this
for
spot,
women.
57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Here's Dobbins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard.
They were the number one. Girls
The
doing
Saints
that.
going to call the first and 10 timeout.
Nobody else trying to do that work. That work, they got 60 million per year. Where's the next person?
Seibert able to knock this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they in the lead.
these are people who
Big kick right there, giving the lead in the fourth, but
and I know they're in the conversation.
Did they score too soon?
All right, defense. Y'all know what to do. One more time.
What happens on this drive?
Similar
Get out of here.
What was just really women
Get out of here, dog.
speaking like white women talk.
Because I said
White women talk that men could also kind of, tune in for whatever creepy or whatever.
Well, I guess kind of to Joe's point is if that works so well,
the Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're only in need of a field goal.
but you gotta find
Decent
somebody
amount of
to
time on
watch.
the
They
clock.
should go create.
Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
I agree with you.
That's where they find something that
Confidence
pops.
comes into
They
play.
go rush and try to do
Bottom line, they ain't trying to build the numbers. They're trying to hope you have the numbers that you could convert
And in a lot of
subscribers.
cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They
Practiced it with
fucking
some
stats. They
practice makes
actually like, hey,
perfect.
you guys have the sales from what you guys all your shows at Complex. Hey, we still
Forced out to his
yeah,
left.
we can go on it. They're saying how much
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to take this to the 40-yard
They just
line
want,
before
you
he's
know why?
out of
Because
bounds.
their whole company is valued on how many new subscribers you want to the fucking
All right, let's break this nigga hard now.
and
across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Anybody in the world try to get that somewhere else.
Ooh.
They're not trying to build it, trying to just acquire.
I mean, so let's be Spotify. No. So let me speak to you. One, it got to be organic. That's like somebody trying to build a Joe Biden podcast. Wow. Do that organically. You can't give somebody content about forgiveness. I don't think that's a word, but it got to be something there already. It's a different thing with the music business because we can try to mimic these things. You can make it a better conversation.
Picked off at the 15. And the Lions have just
Thank you, Lil Raw.
But now when we try it, we got to now get the numbers. Put majors to come up and bring us over.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start
Why you going?
some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and go through it, or you start thinking about going to a
I won't say names. The people who I'm in business with, they represent a bunch of them. And those companies who have made the flip are actively trying to acquire more to make the flip again. Like, these are active conversations that's ongoing. Everybody wants a quarterback. It just doesn't happen. Like, it's still
Somebody has the numbers already. They came and got them with them numbers. Yeah, well, they might not have the chemistry to recreate the Call Daddy had them numbers. So they said, yo, we're going to come put this bag on y'all. You can't just throw two girls in a room and
tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is
take
starting
over.
to take over.
Got it. You know what I'm saying?
It's not two girls anymore.
You get what I'm saying, Joe? I'm just
But
giving you
that
an example.
speaks to what I'm saying. Maybe y'all are right, even though I didn't think y'all were right. But it's not two girls anymore.
I'm kind of leaning towards their side.
It's one girl.
No, I was just giving an example.
It's one girl.
Just go one girl. That's even harder.
That's
from that. No, that's even harder.
But what it is today, off of a 3-year flip, is a one-girl guest-based show that Spotify is helping with. They do. It's their show, so of course they're helping with it. With that model in a copycat market, y'all are giving me a million reasons why no one has tried to copycat
No, they're
that.
trying to do it. I know
Maybe
they're
they try, but they trying to copycat.
I know they're trying to do it because I've seen the deals.
Oh, well.
I've seen the
He
deals.
has more information.
Where are the pods? Which pods have been built in that vein? I can see 50 million pods out there built in the vein of this one.
Okay, well, the two
You show me any pods built in the vein of
There's
this
just situations that I'm close